All right, good afternoon, everybody. So today is Saturday, which is 4 October. So I have something for you, which that is amazing for the at least for the next week ahead. So we always prepare our charts when it comes to the weekend, Saturday and Sundays. All right, so I just want to show you something about our strategy or about my strategy that I'm using, and why is it a profitable strategy, and why is it works. So the first thing, the strategy that I use is Elliott, and I have been studying Elliott I think for the past 2 years, and then before even I came and studied Elliott. I have been used to study. I have been using to study price action, support and resistance, and so many kind of strategies. But it did not come to work for me. That's why I have been choosing myself to move on and to find a profitable strategy as what I get. Right. So the one thing that I like on my strategy, it because of it never miss. As long as you are understanding what you are doing, you always be able to see your profits and maximize your profits. That's how it works. All right. So I'm just gonna start it with the Bitcoin US dollar. Bitcoin US dollar is some of the interested structure for the week ahead, for the next week on Monday. We are expecting a very big move on the Bitcoin to push higher. So I just want to show you how we analyze our charts, and then how we take our trades most of the time. So while maybe I'm not going to address you how we take the trades, but of course I can show you how we analyze the charts and then how we take the trades as well. All right, so let's start with the Bitcoin. And the Bitcoin, as you are seeing on my screen here, I am already opening the Bitcoin, and this is 1 hour chart. But we can't just come on 1 hour and look for the trade, and that's not it. We always started on the higher time frames until we go to the lower time frames, and then that's how we take our trades. And we always use a tight stop loss, and just let the profit run. That's what we are doing, right? So let me just say to you, like you are seeing here, let me just open my channel here. There's another channel that we are using with my members, where I post everything for the members to see, and where we can even send the setups, the good setups. So we can even see here the first thing that we did on the Bitcoin. This is a weekly. Let me just Right, you see here, this is a chart of the Bitcoin. The chart of the Bitcoin. This is a weekly chart. Sorry, this is a weekly chart of the Bitcoin. We are expecting Bitcoin to push much higher, at least to come to the level of 18,000. And we are not just we also expecting from that 18,000, and 18,000 to maximum it should have to be 20,000. Right, so let me just start to do some other analysis here on the Bitcoin. The reason why I can't open it on the real chart is because of, but we are going to go at the real chart and see how we can do this. All right, so let me just take my draw here. We can see we have got an impulse here on the Bitcoin, and it comes back like 1 and 2 and 3. So what does this mean? It always right, and now this is 1, 2. We're expecting a 3, and even to push higher to come the maximum. We'll be expecting at least maximum it should be this level that we're expecting Bitcoin. So it can even push from the blue box magic, but as most of the time it always reverse on the blue box magic. That's why we are calling it a magic, because of why it's always playing amazing when it comes to the blue box magic. So you always should have to be understand what the reaction that happens when it comes to the blue box magic. It's not all about the price, or it's not about we always respect our strategy. So when it comes to the blue box magic, I will show you on the 1 hour what we can do when it comes to the blue box magic, and the reason why most of the time we take trades from the blue box magic. All right, So I'm expecting it to push higher as from maximum at least to be 21,000 or 22,000, but most of the time it reverses on the, so I'm always expecting at least to reverse on the 18,000 to come down. Right, so what this structure is gonna be, remember I'm saying let me just use another different color. Let me just clear everything here. Just want to show you something. Yes, let me started with the yellow. Right, I said we have got an impulse like this, and now we're expecting Bitcoin. This is sorry, I need to change the color. Right, we also have a, let me just use a green color. Right, I'm using a green color. Just want to show you something here. 1, 2, and a 3, and we also have a 1, 2, and we're expecting it a 3 to come this area. And what we're expecting, I'm expecting another move to come to this side, to come downside. After this, what is going to happen? It should have to push. So what kind of the structure that we are going to have on the Bitcoin, if it does exactly what we're expecting? So before even I'm going further, when it comes to the currencies or whatever, it's commodities or indices, major pairs, minor pairs, cryptocurrencies, they are exactly follow the Elliott wave, and they exactly follow the Elliott wave. So I'm just going to show you how and the reason why I'm saying that. But actually every single pairs in the forex market, they actually follow Elliott wave. So cryptocurrencies, they exactly follow Elliott wave, and then indices, there is to trades. I will show even when we go to the indices. So what I mean when I'm saying is there is to trade, because there is, for me, maybe in terms of the strategy that I use, that's the reason why I'm saying it's easy. Maybe for someone I know, maybe it's hardy, but I will show you the reason why I'm saying indices, they are so easy to trade. Right, so on the Bitcoin, this is the structure that we're expecting. So now we can even see we have already focusing up to we are on 2020, and we already have a focus up to 2025, and in 2025 you can even going to see this is what is going to happen exactly the same. But most of the time you should have to be patient with your strategy, and you should have to be patient with the how to take it with the taking trades. So when you are staying patient, that's the only way that you can have money in forex market. Do not just come with the guesswork and maybe sometimes thinking you are going to have you are going to make a lot of money. All right, so I have been making a lot of money on the Bitcoin. I just want to show you the reason why I made a lot of money on the Bitcoin, because of why I always know cryptocurrencies, they exactly follow the Elliott wave. Right, so let's come to the 1 hour chart. I just want to go to the 1 hour chart. Let me just clear this. Right, so what I did for the members, you can even see this. Sorry, no, this is the chart of the weekly. Just want to show you something. Right, here we come to the lower time frame. This is 4 hour chart, and the 4 hour chart, as you are seeing, let me just clear something here. Let me just take clear everything here. Right, so you are seeing on the Bitcoin, what I see on the Bitcoin, this is a 4 hour chart, and we have been made an impulse. I think from this point it come to this point. Right, let me just change the color as well. Let me just use yellow. So on the Bitcoin, where I have this one and a 2 and a 3 here, and what happened, it moved another 1, 2 and a 3 here, and that's what exactly amazing. And after it pushes to the our setup here, we have been waiting for this setup. So when I was started to trade a Bitcoin, I started to trade a Bitcoin when it was I go back. So I went up with the Bitcoin, and I come back down as I focus, and that's what exactly now happened. Right, so let me just go to the where we are now, and where we are expecting to move, to push, where we are expecting to go for the next week. Let me just take my annotation tool here, just clear everything, just go back to, I just want to show you something as well. Sorry, we was on the 4 hour. Let me just, so this is our channel that we use to post like every single chart. Like as you are seeing Oscar, everything here, everything is updated here, everything, every single currency. So you are going to see everything here is updated, and then that's how we follow. That's how even my members follow this. Right, so it's always amazing when you have a strategy that it works for you, and always understand the strategy. But on my side, I can tell you the truth of saying I used to study as many strategies before I came to Elliott, and I was thinking I do it right. But now that's how I actually started to see my profits when I came to the Elliott. The reason why all right. Anyway, I will show you the reason why I'm saying that. Let me just clear everything as well here. Right. So you can even see here. I just want to come to this is 2 hours. Oh, this is 2 hours. Just let me go to 2 hours. Right. On the 2 hours, you can even see the structure is clear. I was expecting, let me just clear everything here so that this chart is going to be cluttered. Alright, here we go. This is our Bitcoin. The first move that I trade, I will just want to show you here is this one. This was 150 pips. I don't trade less than 30 pips or less than 50 pips. I always trade above 50 pips. So this was 150 from here to 2 hours. This was 150. And when it was here, I also even updated it for the members to say, guys, what happened here. Of course, yes, we have got know that we have got 1 2 3 here, and it comes back with another 1 2 3 here. That's how market moves. It moves in a 3 wave, like as always. But I'll show you how to apply it what I mean when I'm saying market it moves in a 3. Right. So it drops here. It made this 1 2 here. This was a running flat, and it comes back like this one. So because of it, I'm expecting it. I was expecting it to come and take this level. So this level is not a support and resistance or whatever what we can calling it. These levels we are calling it a structural levels. Right. So let's push here. It pushes, come back here, and it comes back on the 0.1,618. This is the maximum point of where market is supposed to reverse if you are understanding how to use Fibonacci. Right. So after on this point, that's how it comes. It drops. So I take my trade when it was coming exactly to the point. That's how I take my trades. I take my trades when it was coming here. The reason why I did not take on the blue box magic, I will show you when we come to the real chart. The reason why I did not take on the real chart, that's what the most important thing to understand how market moves and what kind of the correlation that we have in the forex market. Yeah. All right. So I just want to clear everything here. This is what exactly happened. So on the next week, I'm expecting, because it's already pushed to the downside. All right. So what happened here? I'm expecting should have to be like this and come back like this. So we have a 1, and we have a 2, and we have a 3. So this is an expanding flat. So it's actually making a very beautiful expanding flat and very nice correction. Right, so I just want to show you how we can manage Bitcoin for the next week. And there's a 2 alternative, of course, but so far I'm already sticking with the 1 alternative. All right, so let's go to real charts. Let me just open the real chart. Oh, actually, it can be, or it can open the real chart. Let me open the real chart of the Bitcoin. Yeah, let it open. Just be patient, guys. Let's just be patient. I wonder what is going on it. I don't know. It should have to open. Right, here we go. It's actually opening. I don't know, maybe it seems the network slow a bit. I'll check what is going on in my network, but it's not supposed to do like this. Right, so now we are on the real chart of the Bitcoin. This is the real chart, then this is where we are. So this was my best pay, but actually I can say all the pays, they're always doing best for me, because there's no any currency that it miss according to my strategy. Right, so let me just do this here. Alright, here we go, guys. We have gotten a clear impulse here. Alright, then let me just take my annotation tool again. Right, so we have this first correction. This was a diagonal, and it comes back with a 1. So this is our 1, as you are seeing 2, and as you are seeing 3, and as you are seeing 4, and we have got 5. And then that's how it started to correct, and it started to come with a 1, 2, 3. So now it pushes high. It pushes high now. What we're expecting for let me just clear everything here. Right, so now we can see where we are. So the first trade that I take on the previous 3 weeks back, it was here. I take the trade to the push outside, upside like this one. When it was coming down, it was not that much interested. The move that I traded, it was from here to the downside, and from this point, that's how I take another trade to the down. So my first trade, I take it when it was here. My second trade, it confirms again when it was here, and then that's how I push down like this one. So where we are now, it's actually, this is clear structure for me. I'm expecting a Bitcoin to push much higher, to go back to the blue box magic, as we are seeing on the week, as I've been showing you on the weekly, because of why it already push like this one here. And let me just change the color. It seems I already use yellow here. It's already pushed like this one. This is an impulse. It started to do this here. So what I'm expecting, I am expecting it to go back to the previous higher. Right. So how we can take this trade? When market open, we should always know this one. It should have to push higher. So that's how we can trade Bitcoin for the next week. That's what we are doing every single weekend, preparing ourselves for the week ahead. Right, so let me just go to the I just want to go to the metals. Oh, let me just go to the indices. I just want to show you amazing as well on the indices, as I've been telling you, indices, they are easy to trade. And what I mean when I saying indices, they are easy to trade, I will show you just now. This is Nasdaq. This is Nasdaq US 100 or NAS 100. Right, so on the UK 100, I just want to go back to my channel as well, because everything I post it from the charts, from the real chart, and I focusing it with my members, and that's how we can take trades. Alright, so let me just show you something. That's what I did also on the NAS 100, and the reason why I said an Elliott strategy is not a guesswork strategy. It's always strategy that it has been approving. And the truth of saying Elliott wave, the truth of Elliott wave is not a strategy. It's actually how we focus on the forex market. The strategy, I will show you the strategy, and then we will also have a special strategy that we are using to take trades when it confirms, everything confirms. But the first thing, we will deal with the structures. Right, so I just want to show you now on this is UK 100. On the UK 100, let me just come back here and let me just check I just want to check Nasdaq. Where is Nasdaq? Is it? Let me just clear everything here. Right, so on the Nasdaq, let me just check the Nasdaq. If I have Nasdaq, I remember where. All right, here we come. Here we go. So on the UK 100, I'm not going to waste time. I'm not going to explain this that much, but you can even see. I just want to show you something. On the UK 100, sorry, on the NAS 100, Nasdaq, we have been focusing it. This is the structure of a UK 100. Let me just take my annotation tool here and clear everything. Yes, there is a trend that it comes like this to the downside, and it pushes like this, like as you're seeing. As you're seeing, I've been focusing like this one here, but there's a trend that it comes to the downside. How you can know this, how where you can get this information? You can only get this information. I will show you next week where you can get this information, and the reason why we always analyze and why we always have taken our trades with the confidence and with 100% confidence, and always have a big profits. All right, so it's fine. Let me just do this here for you. I just want to show you something. Let me just take this one down to the downside here. All right, on the UK one, so on the NAS 100. I don't know why I like that. There's also some other interesting structure on the UK 100. So here I told you where there's an impulse that it comes to the downside here, and there's another. So I will show you next week. I can't do it now. And now we have a 1 here, 2, and a 3 here, and we're on the wave 4, and we are going to wave 5. So it seems we are already with the wave 5. It's already been playing out. We have already been done with the wave 5. So let me just go back to the real chart. But this is how we focus on the Elliott, and this is a weekly chart on the NAS 100. The reason why we come to the weekly is because of we want to take a trade. We want to take our trades and 100% confidence, and always, as I told you, we always use a tight stop loss. All right. Let me just show you something here. Let me just do this here. Alright, let's just copy to the real chart where we are. So on the real chart on the NAS 100, you can even see now everything is clear, and I've been focused for this one when it was I just want to show you when it was here. When it was here, let me try to show you something here. I started to focus when it does this here, and I told my members it should have done this and pull back like this one, and it's supposed to continue to the upside. That's what exactly happened. So indices, they are very easy to trade. So my last week, what I did when I was seeing, okay, on the lower time frame, this is 1 hour chart, but on the 1 hour chart, it's already made a 1 2 3 4 5. So meaning to say, let me just clear everything. Okay, so meaning to say this is 1 2 3 here, A and a B and a C. So because of this is 1 hour, and what we've been focused on the weekly to go to wave 5, it's a weekly chart. So since we are not trade, sorry guys, 2 minutes. Right. All right, let's go back to our charts, guys. There's something was happening here. So as you are seeing on the 1 hour chart, on the 1 hour chart, I tracked my trade when it was doing this here. On the 1 here, I know what is going to be. It's going to be a 1, and it makes it's going to be making an impulse here. Although I was expecting the twist to push to the downside like this one, but that's one will not happened. So what I've been doing now is I'm seeing this is a clear 1. So a 1 here, this is a 2, and this is a 3, and this is a 4, and this is a 5. So now it's actually already done. I'm doing a 5-wave move. So after 5-wave move, I always know that it's supposed to be a retracement. So there's a 2 alternative for the next week on the NAS 100. The first alternative that I'm expecting here, I'm expecting this one. It can be correct, maybe for 2 to 3 days. It can do this here, as I'm seeing here. It can do this here, and it pushes the higher like this one, 1 2 3 4 5 as well, and it started to do this. So when it pushes to with the 1, let me just clear something here. I just want to show you something that is gonna be it's gonna be a very nice trade to tracking it, but you should always need to understand what exactly you are doing. So I'm expecting this one. It can give me a 1 here, and another 3 here, another 4 here, and another 5. Yeah, so it can't push like as much far higher like that. It can also always make maximum. I'm expecting at least to be this level, and then it can start to do this here. It can give us a double. It's fine. It does this and it pushes higher like this one. So when it does this, meaning to say the trend of a NAS 100, it's too high, and meaning to say that wave 5 on the weekly is not yet ended. It can still correct to the push to the upside. So what I'm going to do when it gives something like this one, what I'm going to do on my side is, we're always doing it professionally. What we should have to do when it does this and it comes back with like this and come back and come back like this, we just need to wait for the wave 1 to happen, and we always taking it to the upside again. We need to say it is too continue to the downside. So I'm not going to involve myself when it does this correction here. I'm going to be patient for the next week. I'm just going to be patient. I need it at least to do me to just show me some to just show me a very nice correction. That's how I can taking it, right? So anyway, I'm going to rush most of the pairs because of I just want to try to explain to you how does Elliott wave apply and how does it works. So on the Bitcoin, it's actually a very amazing trade to tracking it on the next week. I'll lastly it's going to be Bitcoin. I'm going to be lastly to show you how you can track it, right? So on the NAS 100, yes, another possibility it can do that's here. Come back like this one and go all the way to the downside, meaning to say this is going to be what, so meaning this is going to be the 1 and the 2, and then we can go to the 3 and 4 5 and go to the downside. But we always have a special tool strategy that it shows us where exactly when it confirms. That's how we take. So as I'm told you, Elliott wave is how we focus, and then we also have a tool strategy that we're using to confirm our trades before we taking it. So I'm expecting it can does this here with the BF4, and it can go to the 5 wave, which is fine like this one. There's a 2 alternative. The first one that I show you, then this is the secondly, and then it is a rule of Elliott wave to say when you analyze you should have to look for the 1 alternative or 2 alternative. Maximum it should be 3 alternatives, but now I'm just only expecting 2 alternatives on the NAS 100. But on the Bitcoin, I'm just expecting 1 alternative on the Bitcoin. Right. Well, let's go, guys. Let me just do this here. I'm going to rush here because of I should have to done this one at least less than less than of an hour. All right. Let me just take another one. This is UK 100. On the UK 100, I was expecting something amazing here. I've been taking a trade from this blue box magic to push higher. Let me just show you something here. Why the reason why I trust Elliott wave, and I'm always stick to the plan of. Let me just gonna clear something here. I just wanna take this one as well. Sorry guys. Right, on the UK 100, let me just clear everything here. Let me just clear everything here. Right. Alright, anyways, fine. Let me just take this one up. Oh, sorry. Alright, so on the UK 100, I just want to show you something that is amazing. This is the last chart to come back to my channel because of we are posting everything on our channel. Everything is updated, and we always keeping updates on the latest. We always keep the latest updates on our channel, on my channel. Right, so this is my channel. I'm expecting, I just want to show you how I have been focusing on the UK 100 and the way I started to make money on the UK 100. Where is the chat? All right. Is it here? All right. Okay, here we go. on the UK 100 here, I started to focus on the UK 100. It's actually now it pushes high, as you are seeing on the real chart. I just come from the real chart. I will go to the real chart like now. Right, on the UK 100, this was the 11 sequence swing. So I will show you, I will explain the correction that we have on the forex market next week on Saturday or on Sunday as well. What kind of the correction that we have, and what the possibility that we are looking when we analyze the charts. So the 11 swing sequence is we are calling it a 10 lot strategy. So we are calling it a 10 lots. So we are always taking a 10 lots when it comes to the 11 swing sequence. The reason why we take an 11 swing sequence is because we know after every single Z is a last correction of the of our correction. So after a Z, market should have to reverse no matter what. That's how we always know. All right, and I'll show you as many structures when we're trading about 11 swing sequence. 11 swing sequence, it always play exactly. All right, on the let me just take my annotation tool here. Right, on my annotation, on my chart on the UK 100, UK 100, as we're seeing, we've been focusing it as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to come to the downside here, and it pushes higher like this. Right, it pushes higher like this with a 5-wave move here. It started to come something like this here, one, and it started to come with another one here, and it started to come with another one as well here, and it comes back again, and it comes down like this. So this was a clear, what we calling, this is a W, and this is an X, and this is an Y, and this is an X again, and this is a Z. After Z, we're expecting it to push. So I take my trade when it was pushed like this here. I take my trade when it was seems like it's retracing, and then that's how I push. We have been pushed somewhere like this one, and we've been focused at least this one to come to the downside. So let me just go to the real chart of the UK 100 for the possibility that we are expecting for the next week. It's also a very nice, interesting structure in terms of my strategy. All right, let me just take everything here. Right, let me just go back to the chart. All right, so on the UK 100, you are seeing this one is clear. So I was expecting a UK 100 to reverse from the blue box measure, and that's what exactly happened. But the secondly, what happened is we are trading as a professionals. I came and tell my students, guys, since we've been taking this trade from the blue box magic, what you should have to do now, we always need to put a break even. The reason why I was put a break even, there's another three wave move, three here. So when it comes to the 15 minutes, you can even see a 3 here. So this one, let me just take this, let me just do this one. Right, so since it was and this was 1 and it was 2 and 3 here, I told them, guys, yes, there's a possibility that it can push all the way to the upside, but since now it made this 3, so we should have to put our break even here. So what happened, it comes actually come and take it, always not give us a losses, it always at least to come and just to take profits on the break even. So what exactly happened on the UK 100? So on the UK 100 for the next week, since we have got something like this here, we have got something like this here, and it let me just change the color. I just want to change the color. I just need to use yellow, and it comes back like this one, and it does this here, and I'm expecting this here. So there's a two alternative on the UK 100. It's either it should have to do, because of it does this here. I just want to show you, let me just use the different color and clear everything here. Right, on the UK 100 we have something, an impulse here, and it comes with the 1, 2, 3 here, and it also seems it comes with another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 feet to come this point, and push higher like this one, and it does this and push. So this one, it can be a running flat, a nice running flat, and it pushes downside like this one. So what I'm expecting here, I'm expecting this one to come and correct. It should have to come and correct. Let me just clear something here. Just clear so that you can see what I'm explaining. So two alternatives here. This one is going, it can does this here, since it pushes higher here. I'm just waiting for the confirmation and take it to at least to this point, and before we come to the downside. That's what I'm expecting here, since also on the even on the UK one. So because of why most of the indices pairs, they follow NAS 100. So since NAS 100, you should have to push higher, like for the first order that I give you on the NAS 100, at least to give us in a 5-wave move. That's what I'm even expecting this one to do the same way. All right, this is what is going to happen here. We also have this correction here, as I have been marking it here like this, here. So meaning to say what we have here, 1 2 3, and we also have this 1 2 and 3 here, and we also have another 1 2 3 here. So I'm expecting this one should have to be a W and an X and a Y, and to come back to sorry guys. Yes, of course, I'm setting this one to give. Let me just change the color again. At the same time, I'm setting this one to be A and a B and a all the way to the downside, which is C. So that's how we're managing it. So UK 100, when it pushes like this and started to correct in here, we should have to take it to the upside here, and after that, when it pushes, it can't go the way, it just need to come back again to the downside. So we are going to focusing it, we are going to look on it next week on Saturday or Sunday, right? So now I'm going to rush a bit, because of now it's almost 36 minutes here, as we're seeing on the screen here. I just need to do this one in less than an hour. So let me just clear everything, clear everything. Right, so let's go to the pound pace. Let's just go to the pound pace. Let's go to the pound pace. What's going on here? Right, on the pound pace. Where are the pound pace? So I'm not going to run through everything because of in terms of time. Right, pound pace. We can start it with the GBP card. Right, on the GBP card, it did not confirm as I was expecting last week, but which is fine, as what I'm seeing now, the structure is really much clear on my side. So on the GBP card, what I'm expecting is, since we have got one, let me just take my annotation 2 here, since we have got 1 2 3 back here, it also be supposed to be, this is 1 2 3, let me just clear everything, clear. We have got 1 here, 1 and a 2 here, and come back like this is 3. So meaning to say this was a W and a X, Y, right? And it pushes higher like this one. It pushes higher like this one here, and then now it started to reverse. So what I'm seeing here, I should have to disqualify some of the things here. Let me just do this here. So what I'm seeing on the GBP card, this is going to be this one here. This is going to be a correction like this one, and this is just going to be a very single zigzag. That's what I'm seeing here, and I'm expecting at least to push to come to take the previous higher, and before it drops. Right, so that's how we can manage on the Bitcoin, on the GBP card. GBP CHF, let's just see on the GBP CHF, pound CHF. On the pound CHF, it's not that much clear, this structure, but I'm also this is a 1 2 3 back here. We just always have a correction here, and to push higher to take the previous highs, the previous, after taking the previous high. So this one we are not taking it. I told you for the first time, this is not this is not actually going to be a double top or whatever what we are calling. No, this is not just, it just, we also am expecting it at least to come to the downside like this one, right? So let's go to the GBP US dollar, GBP US dollar, pound US dollar. Pound US dollar is also clear. It's also clear since I've been focusing at least to go to, let me just clear everything here. Pound US dollar, it's also a very nice, interesting structure. Pound US dollar, I'm just expecting as well also to push as higher as we've been projecting it, and then this is just gonna be a 1 2 3 4 5 here, and I'm just expecting at least to correct here and a push as well to the, to take the previous high. So all the pound pairs for the next week ahead, I'm expecting it at least the trend to be up, right? So let's go to the GBP OS, pound OS. GBP OS, the GBP OS, let me just clear something here. Just want to take this one out. Let me just take this one out, right? On the pound OS, it not seems like to go with the pound pairs. What I'm seeing, there's a two alternatives here, but we just always need to get one should have to confirm. So as one is supposed to be confirmed, let me just focus, to try to do focus here. We have 1 2 back here, and it pushes like this, and it comes back like this one, and it pushes like this one. So I can even show all these pairs on our channel, on my channel. It's all, everything is updating, everything is updated. So tomorrow what I'm going to do with the members, we should have to come live with the members and adjust some other structures. If you have questions, that's where they have been asking questions, and explain to them how actually structure develops. So what I'm seeing here is actually I have also this need to disqualify these two trend lines, because of I was expecting it at least to be a running flat, but it's actually, it's not a running flat. What I'm seeing here is a 1 2 3 come back here. What I'm seeing is a way, it's a 1 2 3 here. It can come push like this one. I'm also expecting this one to come down like this one, and also to push back like this one. What does this mean? It's always mean to say this is going to be A, B, C. So on the pound also, I'm going to be interested, because of why I don't like to trade corrections, especially when they are not clear, because there's always in many alternatives of adjusting corrections, like every single time. That's why it's most of the time it's very important for every single bar to understand how structure develops and how to analyze market with the Elliott, because of why most of the time it comes and change. All right, so when it changes, especially when it comes to the corrections, it changes, and when it comes to the major pairs and minor pairs, most of the time we need to adjusting it until you take a very good trade that you are not going to know that I'm not going to lose this. Right, so I'm just going to take everything out here. So what's going to happen here, I'm not going to include myself until it does this and come back like this one. I'm going to be interested when it pushes to the C. That's where I'm going to be interested on the pound OS. So we're still gonna come next week and to look for these structures again. Right, so let me go to the pound JPY, pound yen. On the pound yen, it looks to be similar structure to the pound pairs. So pound pairs for the last week, they did not give us any confirmation, but as I'm seeing next week, it's gonna be clear, and it looks for everything to be clear. So on the pound yen, there's also, you can even see that's how we have been marked everything here. I was marking this one to be an just want to clear something here. I have been marked 1 here, and this is our 2. I was expecting this one to be a 3, and this one to be a 4, and come back to the 5. But it seems the structure is actually valid. It validates everything here. We should have to take everything out. What I'm really seeing here, this should be clear for the next week. I should have to take this 1 2 3 4 5. It's no longer 1 2 3 4 5. As I'm seeing here, the structure of the pound yen, it seems 1 2 3 here. Let me just change the color. And there's another 1, 2, 3 here. Let me just change another. Let me go back to yellow, and it seems we have got to 1, 2, 3 here. All right, let me just go back to the. Oh, I've been using a same color. Let me just use this one. Right, 1, 2, 3 here, and what I'm seeing, expecting here, this is 1, 2, 3 as well. Here it pushes back like the. Let me do this so that we cannot be confusing. We are not going to be confusing. I said 1, 2, 3 here, 1, 2, 3 back here, and let me just yellow again, 1, 2, 3 here. Just use the red as well. 1, 2, 3 here, and then let's just go back to yellow. 1, 2, 3. Right. So before I focus this yellow, we should have to take this one as a clear structure, because most of the time Z, it always be equal with the Y. It's same size with the Y and W. I will show you just now what I mean. 1, 2, and it should have to come back, like you can push right back here. Right. So what does this mean structure? Since I disqualify 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, what I'm seeing here on the new structure, I'm seeing W, X, Y, and X, and Z here. So after this Z, we should have to come and look for the next direction for the next week. Right. So that's how we are doing. So on the pound here, and what we need, what you need to do, we just need to, let me just clear everything here. Since we have got something like this one here, and something like this one, so this was actually a 1, 2, 3 here. So what I'm expecting on the pound here, on the yen pair, I'm just expecting just a clear wave 2, and go back to the. So what does this mean? This is going to be meaning to say this Z is A, B, C, W, X. Let me just repeat it again. X, Y, X, Z. Right. So as you are seeing every single internal, we also have A, B, C here. When we also, so on the Y, actually Y, it's not A, B, C, it's a W, X, Y, W here, and the X here, Y. So no, I don't know, I'm confusing you. Let it just be finished on next week. What is going to happen on the next week? Next week we are expecting this one, and it does this and push to the upside. All right, so we just left with the 10 minutes. So let me just skip some other pairs, some of the other pairs. I'm just gonna be ended on the euro pairs. So if tomorrow I'm going to get time, I'm still gonna come for the 1 hour again. We can focus US dollar pairs and the rest, and the cross pairs. So I think today I'm just gonna be ended on the euro pairs. So on the euro pairs, I just want to start with the this is exotic. I don't do exotic. Let's start with the euro yen again. Okay. Euro yen. Right, on the euro yen, I have been focused for this one to come. It actually play exactly what I was expecting. So but what I'm seeing now, on the euro yen, right, this one, it can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because of why, in terms of the degrees here, this is clear can be clear to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I was expecting so on the euro yen, and there's two alternatives here. It seems like USD JPY. On the euro yen, I don't think it go all the way to the upside. What I'm just thinking here on the euro yen, yes, of course, when it confirms, we should have to take it, and we can put a break even because of there's two alternatives. So on the euro yen, since we have got 1, 2, 3 here, so I'm expecting this one at least to push, come back here. This will be meaning to say this wave 4 is going to be an expand. Sorry, is it expand? Yeah, actually expanding flat to come back, push here to finish wave 5. As we've been focusing here, this is our 1, and this is our 2, and this is our 3, and this is our 4, and this is our 5. Right. So let me just clear something here. I just want to show you something, the alternative, what I have been thinking of here. I don't think it's going like what I put my arrow here. What I'm just thinking, this one need to what it can happen on the euro here, and I'm just thinking since it made this one, it does this 1 2 3. So this one it can push like this, it can come back like something point this point, and it come back like this one, and before it go to wave 5. So that's what I'm expecting, since but this is clear. It's not like pound, it's not like pound yen, right? Let's go to euro CHF. Yes, euro CHF is much clearer as well. Euro CHF. On the euro CHF, there was something that I was thinking for the next week. What I was thinking for the next week, I was thinking it should have to come back down here, but that's not happened. So since it's a complex structure on the euro chief, it's a complex structure, but which is fine here. What happened? I think this one I updated. I did not update it on here, but I updated the members when it was pushing like this here. Let me just take my annotation 2 here. Right. So I just let me take my annotation 2 and clear everything here. Right. So what I did last week, I was expecting this one at least to does this and push like this one and come back here. I was expecting a reversal to this point to come back here, as I was expecting a double correction, but which is fine. I was expecting this one to give me a double, this Y to be a double. So I was expecting a WXY, but actually it plays amazing. Right. So what I did last week, as I was seeing structure is changing, and then I came and changed to the members, and then I do, guys, this was a diagonal first here, this was a diagonal, and it comes back like this one, and then I get all this move to the upside. So what I'm expecting for the next week ahead on the euro CHF, we have got a clear 1 here, and a 2 here, and a 3 here, and a 4 here, and a 5 here. So seems to be an impulse and an impulse. So what we need to do when we have something like this one, what I'm expecting on the euro CHF and the euro card, I'm expecting it, since we have got an impulse, first impulse, and secondly we have got second impulse. This is green, let me just use red, and then another impulse. So this is what I'm going to push like this one. So what is going to happen on this euro CHF? What is going to happen? I'm just expecting this one to come and correct like this and push like this one. All right, let me just take the other the green color, and come back down with the green color and then push high to like this one. So this is what I'm expecting. Why? The reason why I'm expecting this one, it was since they've got impulse, 3 impulse. I'm going to explain to you about the complex corrections. The complex corrections, there's a 2 ways of 3 ways of understanding complex corrections. There's some other complex that they are too much complexively, and most of the traders, they are not being able to analyze complex structures, even Elliott waves. Some of the Elliott waves, they are not even able to analyze complex corrections, because the way that it plays it's actually vex big time. So right, so it vex you big time. So anyway, let me just clear, but you can even see that's what I'm expecting on the euro yen. Let me just take this one, take this one out. Okay. Right, so on the I need to take this one out. What is going on here? What's going on here? Alright, clear. Euro CHF. Let me just do this. So I'm saying we have got this one here, we're expecting this one here, we're expecting this one to be finished here, and the stand to come and correct here, and they push high again, and come down again, and they push high. It's much far to this point. Right, so this is what my expectation on the euro to come and take. So what does this mean? Since we have got this, so always market, I told you market, it moves in a three-wave move. What we meaning on the three-wave move? This, sorry, take this one out. So this is going to just going to give us a 1 and a 2 here, and we're expecting a 3 here before we take another before we take another direction. Right, so my last currency is going to be euro card. On the euro card, remember, I can do all these pairs and we can explain this one like the whole fucking day. I can explain this one because of why I am really happy with my strategy, because it always give what I want, like every single time. Right, so let me just come to EuroCAD. So on the EuroCAD, it can't scroll in terms of this annotation too. Right, EuroCAD. Lastly, EuroCAD. I need to show you something on the EuroCAD. Of course, I told you everything's updated on our channel, but because of, since this is our last focus on the it seems network is slow. I just want to show you amazing here on the EuroCAD. There's some we always EuroCAD. Right, on the EuroCAD, just do this here, right. I need to see the latest update on the EuroCAD. sorry guys, I have got flu. All right, on the EuroCAD, since from the weekly you can even see, but I don't have that much time now to come and explain on the weekly. I just want to show you the analysis that we did for the previous right. So we have been focusing on the EuroCAD to come and take the blue box. So the reason why, how you can see now the market is about to reverse, I'm going to do this how to trade using blue box magic. If you have our strategy, or if you have or if you are using our strategy, I'm going to show you how is it amazing you like to trade using Elliott 12 and also aid Fibonacci, and how we apply Fibonacci. Suppose today I did not include Fibonacci, I just including Elliott 12 itself. How does it work, and how even we apply, and how does it amazing when you really understanding it. Right, so on the EuroCAD, we have been seeing this one when it was, let me just take my annotation too here. Let me do this. On the EuroCAD, it pushes like this one. We're expecting this one to come here, and this way exactly. So how we can see, since on the 1 2, and it comes with the 3 here, and it comes with a 4, it retraces like this, it goes with a 5. So that's how it was clear for me to take it to the all way to the downside like this one. So we are almost here. We are almost to the target here. We are almost here. So I just want to show you. You can also even enjoy the last piece of the EuroCAD. You can also enjoying it. Right. So let me just go to the real chart of the EuroCAD. All right. Actually, it can go back there. Let me just go back to EuroCAD to the latest. All right. Right, so on the euro CAD, this was my update for the last week with the members. What I'm seeing here on the euro CAD is really clear for me. So what I should have to do on the euro CAD is I'm seeing here. All right, let me just take this one out. Let me just take this arrows, this arrow, this big arrow out. Right, let me just take this one. Let me just take my annotation too and bring everything down. Right, so on the euro kit, it's really plays amazing. It seems it can come back with an 11 swing sequence. So I'm not going to explain everything here. I just want to explain where we are. It pushes like this. I just want to take this one out. Right, on the euro CAD, this is euro CAD, guys. Just patience, I'm already having an hour on this webinar. I just want to exit this one. Let me take my annotation too. Right, we move down like this. Is it, what's going on? All right, we come back to the this 5-wave move, and we come back with this 3-wave move, and we come back with another 5-wave move. So this was a clear zigzag. That's how I started to mark my W and X, and then now it seems it had been pushing also, since we have got 1 2 3 4 5 here. Right, so since it also comes back with this 1 2 3 back here, and it pushes like this. This was an impulse. Let me just clear everything here. Just want to show you something clearly. Right, it pushes like this one, and it comes like this, and it pushes like this one. So this was actually, so this is going to be our W, this is going to be our X. This impulse that it caused, this line, it's going to be our Y. No, let me done everything so that I can show you when I'm done with everything here. Right, this is our correction. Let me just mark also, so this one here. Right, this is our axis. All right, so what I'm expecting on the way with the impulse, what I'm expecting on the euros, or on the euro card, I'm expecting it is to give me something that pull back like this, it come back like this, and it does this, and come back to the downside. All right, so there's a reason why I'm expecting this one. This may seems this one is going to be, and it should have to, it can does this one and come back like this one. That's what I'm expecting on the euro CAD. So this part we are not yet considering it, since we should have to consider with this correction that is going to coming up here. So that's what is very important thing. Yes, of course, this one we're expecting, this one can be a zigzag, this one can be a zigzag, but guess what, it can be an expanding flat or a regular flat or irregular flat, which is fine. So we just need to expect, we just need to be concerned with this part. This is where I could be concerned with it, only this part, before even focusing to come down to that like this one. I just need to be concerned with that correction first. So we are going, this seems this is correction that is going to play, since we have got 1 here, 2 here, and a 3 here. Sorry man, I don't know what is going on with my annotation. It seems we have got 1 here, and a 2 here, and a 3, and a 4 here, and a 5, and that's how we can get a correction like this one. It can be double or a single correction, which is fine, before even we resume to the upside. So our structure, it can be like this, it can be like this one. Right, that's how I focus on the euro card. So what does this mean? Well, this is meaning only showing me, since we have got 1 2 3, change color, 1 2 3, change color, 1 2 3, change color, 1 2 3, and then we're expecting this one again. So what does this mean? It just only mean to tell me this is going to come with 11 swing sequence. That's what I'm expecting here. A Y and an X and a Z. That's how my focusing is it. Alright, so anyway guys, that's all for today. I will see you next time. So the other thing that I need to tell you by the end of this session, if you are interested in my strategy, I'm going to upload this one on the YouTube. On the YouTube, there's my mobile number. You can send me a message, or you can even call me, or you can send me an email, because everything's there, and then we can see how can we assist each other if you are happy with this. So even you can even go and see what is going to happen for the next week. It's going to be a playing amazing like what I've been focusing here. But what is the very important thing is always you should have to control your emotions. That's how we can make money, and you always be patient, always take the confirmation trade. So on our side, we have got two strategy that it tells us this trade is now confirming. And so the first thing is structure. The second thing is those two strategies. After everything structure first, those two strategies confirms, and that's how we can take trades, and we always take with the confidence. So that's all today, guys. That's all for today. I will see you next week. So I'm going to upload this on the YouTube, and also don't forget to subscribe. The reason why you need to subscribe, it meaning to say every single time when I'm posting, because I'm going to post as many videos starting from next week, and I'm going to do as many pairs. Sometimes I can even come and touch two trades, and touch to get two currencies, analyzing it top down and posting it on the YouTube. So for you to do not miss those videos, you just need to subscribe, so every single time when I post, it just pop on your YouTube. So thank you guys. I will see you again every single time when I'm going to get time. I'm going to do for you to do some beautiful analysis on the forex market. So when you are interested with our strategy, don't be afraid of contacting me or send me a message on my email. I always be available. We can assist each other, because of why there's a lot of things that we are using on the forex market, and we are including it on the Elliott wave. So you always need to be a part of us and understand what exactly we are doing. Right. So thank you. Bye. And we understand what we are